Namaste. Welcome, everyone. It's Anita with Empirical Grace Acupuncture Acupressure. I am streaming live from a few different platforms, so feel free to join me on any one of the platforms. We have TikTok, we have Instagram, we have both our YouTube channels, Empirical Grace and Empirical Grace Weight Loss and Fertility. So be sure to join that. The main Empirical Grace YouTube channel has a lot of really good information for men's health. So if you're a man or have a man in your life, be sure to check that. And the second YouTube channel, Empirical Grace Fertility and Weight Loss, was really inspired for TikTok and Instagram. So be sure to also check that out. We're going to do a solid 15-20 minutes of acupressure. If you're a super or subscriber, I will stop the live and do some, answer your questions. And also, if you don't know this about me, all the monetization money from all the videos go towards funding 2 future free clinics from Hyderabad, India, and also in Washington, D.C., both of our hometowns. We also have these beautiful acupressure socks for men's health, weight loss, as well as for women's health, as well as for skin and hair. And then we also have one for pain management. So a lot of different really good weight loss socks. And then we also have 3 books. The books are for... Oh my gosh, all these socks. The books are for men's health, women's health, and then weight loss as well. And then we have also these beautiful malas. I'm wearing one and trying to see if you can see all the different colors on. If you go to the Etsy store, you'll all see all the colors, and they come with this beautiful brass ornament. So all the proceeds go towards the free clinic. So enough of that. We have enough people on TikTok, so let's go ahead and get started. All right. It's Sunday night. Totally get it. I have the blues too tomorrow. I have to go into work. So let's do some really relaxing acupressure. This is going to help you if you're a man or you're a woman, or you're trying to lose weight, if you're a man and you want to do your thing, and if you're a woman and you're trying to regulate your period. So we're going to do 5 points, and we're going to focus on relaxation. And we're also going to focus on a good night's sleep tonight. And if you're somewhere where it's sunshine, you're going to feel amazing the next day. So I know some of these points, I do a lot of them, but they really work. And so what we're going to start off, I think today, we're going to start off with heart 8. So if you look at the mirror imaging of the body, you can see that the heart is right here. And then also the whole phalanges represents the body as well. So I'm going to have my fancy timer. So I'll keep track. So everybody also breathe in from your nose, not your mouth, and close your mouth. And you can also breathe in from your abdomen. So everybody, let's do this. Let's acupress just like this Let's acupress just like this for 30 seconds. This also can help calm the mind and also can help relax you. I'm already feeling better. This can also help you if you're nausea. I know a lot of people on their weight loss journey struggle with nausea or digestive problems, so this can also be very helpful. And also emotion can be anxiety. It can be lack of sleep. It can also be sadness, right? Or trauma. Of course, work with your mental health expert, but these are really simple acupressure points that are really great. And also the speed at which you do it is really up to you. You can go fast, you can go slow, you can go pounding, or you can go light. It really doesn't matter. The therapeutic difference is really what you want. So this is such a simple acupressure point that you can do every hour for a few minutes. I have the luxury of working from home, and I take my camera off, and then I just do this during a meeting if I don't have to speak. So this is such a simple protocol. See how that was? That was 30 seconds. So next we're going to do heart 8. Heart 8 again is right here. This represents the heart. This also can represent the head. So interesting, right? So we're going to acupress heart 8 and PC 8 just like this. Everybody do this, and don't forget to breathe in from your nose. I want you to breathe in from your nose or your abdomen, not your mouth. And if you end up doing rapid nasal breathing, which sounds like this, do it seated down or laying down. So let's go ahead and do this for the next 30 seconds or so. And then we're also going to do some face points. We're going to do an ear point, and we're going to end with some really good sleep points. I want you all to get a really good night's sleep. And thank you for all the highs on YouTube. Really good. Fantastic. Are you all feeling good? I know, a couple more weeks, and then we can also have Memorial Day. So anything that helps regulate your blood pressure, I'm already on medication, but just curious, yes, we can do that. Absolutely. And I can feel the blood pressure rise on a Sunday night. Absolutely. So let's finish this for a minute, and then I'm going to explain a few other things. So for blood pressure, do not mess around. You do not want to mess around with blood pressure. You absolutely want to work with your medical doctor, but there are some really great acupressure things you can do. You can certainly do this. And I want you to get 20 minutes of acupressure. So if you're struggling with blood pressure, work with your medical doctor. You can do this protocol. I like this protocol a lot. Also, another protocol that you can do is 2 other protocols. Let me get my ear model. And this right here, the rim of the ear, the entire body is mirror image just like this, as well as just like this. And then, how are you? Your exercise points. Okay, wonderful. We had somebody who said that all the acupressure really helps. So we're going to go ahead and acupress just like this for blood pressure as well. And for blood pressure, I want you to also get the top. This can really help. So everybody follow along for the next 30 seconds. And we did this in addition. This is also a really nice ear point for relaxation. Now, this you get really lucky with this acupressure protocol. Let me explain to you why this is so powerful. This can help you with blood pressure. This can help you if you're anxious. This can help you if you're not sleeping well. This can also help you with cravings. Now, why is that important? Well, if you don't sleep well, you're actually going to crave more sugar and more carbs. That's just reality. This is what I've seen in practice. In addition to that, and then if you're also not sleeping well, and you're going to have a tendency to feel more anxious, right? Because your brain hasn't had a chance to resync. And then it's going to cause more, right? Because there's the serotonin and melatonin imbalance. So this is such a smart protocol. If you are struggling with weight loss, if you're struggling with blood pressure, you're struggling with anxiety, or you're struggling with lack of sleep. So this is so smart, and you can do this laying in bed, that you can do that. Oh, Vanessa, nice to see you on here. I know I've been trying to get back on the lives. I don't know if you all just knew, but my mom was really sick last year. So, she's in an okay place this year, but she was actually in the hospital for 6 months last year. So I had to, I really helped out there. Okay, you can do this for anxiety. Yes, it feels really, really good. Another thing you can do for blood pressure, I really like this for gentlemen, is we're going to take our gua sha tools, and all the tools can be found. There's better gua sha tools that I can show you. Just trying to find the right one. If I can't find the right one, we'll just go with 1 or 2 of these. Okay, so these are gua sha tools. You can get them in the link in the bio under acupressure devices. Also, you can get them at the Dollar Tree, just to saying. So one thing you can do, the one that's chipped like this, you can actually do this. And this is actually a great blood pressure point. So right here. And this can also help you to bring the fluids down and out of your face. And this can also give you that really chiseled jawline. So again, you can apply lotion, or you can just do this point. Yes. Okay, we're getting a lot of questions for sleep. I can tell everybody's really anxious to go to work tomorrow. So let's just do this for another just 10 seconds. Everybody just hold on, and I'll go over sleep in a second. Oh, thank you so much for the donation. All the donations go towards the free clinic, and then we will do sleep. We will absolutely do sleep. Okay, awesome. All right, 2 more seconds. Okay, fantastic. All right, let me just summarize, and we're going to do sleep. So for blood pressure, we did 3 points. We did heart 8, PC 8, then we did the rim of the ear, and then we did the jawline. Right here, we used a gua sha tool to really get in and do that. I really like this point for gentlemen, so this can be really helpful. And then somebody just, and then somebody just asked about blood sugar. As long as you're not pregnant, you can do this. This is a really good blood sugar point. If you're seeing an acupuncturist in town, ask them to do small intestine 3, 4, 5, as well as stomach 36. And then somebody also asked, if they could, headache. I know headaches are going around. It might be due to blood pressure. So you can do this acupressure point, and as long as you're not pregnant, you can do this acupressure point. Now remember, you got to get 20 minutes of acupressure in. If you're really struggling with something, I want you to do it for a few minutes and repeat every 20 minutes. All right, fantastic. Then the next thing that I want to do is sleep. A lot of people are asking about sleep, so let's do the sleep points. So we are actually going to do 2 sleep points. I'm going to put my hair up so you can see what I'm doing. And sleep is really, really important. You all know this, right? Sleep is going to help you with weight loss because you're going to crave less sweets, and you're going to also crave less sugar. And also, weight loss research shows that you need 7 to 10 hours of sleep. In addition to that, it's really good for sleep because melatonin and serotonin are really linked, and serotonin is your happy chemicals. It can regulate your mood and so forth. So it's going to help men. Also, sleep can be impactful for men because of nitric oxide and also serotonin, nitric oxide and also testosterone. Okay, awesome. All right, we'll talk about hair loss in a little bit, but let's focus on sleep for a moment. So let's do 2 points for sleep. And we're really going to focus on the mastoid process. And in the weight loss acupressure book, we talk a lot about this. This is right here for sleep. So this is Jack. Everybody say hi to Jack. And then Jack's mastoid process is right here. So I don't want to destroy Jack, so I'm going to put Jack back. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to do this point in 2 ways. Oh, thank you for joining my team. So we're going to cuff. You guys know the peace sign. Everybody knows the peace sign who's been with me for a while. So we are going to, wow, you guys are firing with questions. I'll do my best to answer. So with the peace sign, everybody do this. This is for sleep and anxiety. So we're going to acupress just like this. This is a fantastic point for a lot of different reasons. This can help you with sleep. This can help you with a deep sleep, not getting up in the middle of the night, not waking up too early, waking up well rested. This can help you with anxiety, headaches, migraines, also help you with food cravings. So you're not eating sugar and carbs. This is such a good, powerful point. You can do this point. I like doing it like this because it gets multiple acupressure points here as well as here. But another point you can do laying in bed is you can also acupress by taking your fingers and then acupressing just the mastoid process, just like this. So you're going to take your fingers, go behind the ear, find a tender spot on the ear, and acupress just like this. Acupress just like this. Okay, so 2 points for sleep. Actually, you can do yin tong too. Yin tong can be really helpful. And then you can also do the back of the ear, and then you can also do this point. Now, I want you to get 20 minutes of acupressure in. So if you followed this live, you already got like a good 7 to 10 minutes of acupressure in. So foot numbness, I'm not diabetic, and I started vitamin D to possibly help with nothing. Foot numbness, as long as you're not pregnant, you can do this point, and then you can do this point. You can repeat a few minutes, a few times a day. And then all the lives are saved on both YouTube channels, so be sure to subscribe to both YouTube channels. You can see that. And then carpal tunnel, ice the carpal tunnel, and then go find an acupuncturist in town. It's hard when you have carpal tunnel to acupress yourself, so find an acupuncturist in town. Make sure they've treated 10,000 patients. For OA and RA, you can try like a heat cloth over the area and work with your medical doctor. Also, let's see. Oh, somebody said hi to Jack. And then somebody also asked sinuses. Yes, what you can do for sinuses is you can acupress just like this, then acupress just like this. You can acupress just like this, and you can acupress just like this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, a minute, and a minute each. Ringing in the ear. Yes, ringing in the ear. As long as you're not pregnant, you can do fist on top of fist. As long as you're not pregnant. And as long as you're not pregnant, you can also do on the socks. You can do gallbladder 41 on the pain socks. You can do it between the little toe and the fourth toe. And then recap blood sugar. Blood sugar. If you're seeing an acupuncturist in town, ask them to do stomach 36, stomach 43, as well as small intestine 3, 4, 5. Again, the lives are saved on both YouTube channels. And then irregular menstrual cycles. Do this and drink ginger tea. Do this a few minutes, 3 times a day, and drink ginger tea. And also stop when you're pregnant. Wow, everybody's firing with questions. And also the women's sock. The women's sock also can guide you as far as like what to do for regulating a cycle. You have liver 3 to regulate a cycle. You also have a point for boosting ovulation. You also have a point for lessening period cramps and also balancing hormones. So the women's sock, if you're really struggling with periods type stuff or fertility, can be really helpful, and everything can be found in the link in the bio. We also have an Etsy shop with all of these. So really good stuff. Okay, questions are firing. And then we're going to end with a little bit more for trigeminal neuralgia. Be sure to see an acupuncturist in town. Again, find a good acupuncturist by calling around, making sure they treated 10,000 patients. And as long as you're not pregnant, let's see. Okay, 1 second. Okay, as long as you're not pregnant, for, let's see, trigeminal neuralgia, you want to acupress just like this. Okay, let me just make sure I get all the questions, and then let's see. Okay, I forgot to click the button on TikTok saying that I allowed, oh no, I forgot to click the button on TikTok that said I'm promoting my own brand. So I'm gonna log off of TikTok and then come back on here. So give me a second. On the other platforms, you can join me. I'm still on there. Okay, give me 1 second. Sorry about that on TikTok. Love you all. All right, thank you for your patience. Let's see. Any questions on, oh, sorry. Make sure there's no other questions. Okay, awesome. All right, thank you so much on TikTok. Sorry about that. If you all want to ask the, okay, awesome. All right, just waiting for TikTok to log on in, and then we'll go ahead. Let's see. Okay, fantastic. So we were doing a live, and a lot of people were asking about sleep as well as hair loss and headaches. And someone on Instagram also asked about headaches. So let's go ahead and answer some questions on headaches, and then we'll probably end the live we'll sleep. Arthritis, what I would say for arthritis is, as long as you're not pregnant, ginger tea. And then what you can also do is you can take a cloth and then you can soak it in ginger tea and then apply that on the area, and that can help. And then also people were asking about how to help with periods. So I'm going to show you a couple of different things you can do for periods. There's a couple ways that you can regulate a period. You can acupress just like this. Oh, thank you, Rhonda, for the donation. Really appreciate it. So you can acupress like this for regulating a period. As long as you're not pregnant, you can acupress large intestine 4 for regulating a period. And then you can also acupress on the woman's sock. There's a couple of really good points to acupress. You can do the one for regulating period, which is triple warmer 3. You can also do stomach 43 for ovulation. You can also do gallbladder 41 for hormone support. And then for period cramps, you can do more on the top of the foot. That can also help. So fantastic. Fibromyalgia, good question. So for fibromyalgia, what you can do is, of course, work with your doctor, but you can also do turmeric tea. Turmeric is great for inflammation, and this is also a really good acupressure protocol that you can do. I like this protocol because it actually covers the entire body, and you can do that. For constipation, you can drink actually enlarged veins. You can also talk to your doctor about enlarged veins. You can talk to your doctor and see for enlarged veins, is turmeric going to be okay? If turmeric is going to be okay, turmeric tea. For constipation, if you're pregnant, you can do this protocol if you're pregnant. And as long as you're not pregnant, large intestine 4, you can't beat that. That's like my most viral point and then repeat every couple of minutes till the defecation is gone. For hair loss, what you can do for hair loss prevention, we actually have an acupressure sock for hair loss prevention. So we have 2 acupressure points, and I'll also show you on the face, is on the back of the foot. You're going to pretty much acupress the instep for hair loss prevention. That also mirror images the top of the foot. So you can acupress, do 20 for hair loss. And then if you are struggling with hair loss, what you can do is you can get a derm roller. I need to organize my tools better. But you can get a derm roller right here, and you can use rosemary oil, batana oil, and then where you have the bald spot, you can acupress for a few minutes. I did that in 4 to 6 weeks. My bald spot was gone. Gentlemen, this is really good too for a beard. You can also do that too. You can do that, and then you can sleep with that, and that can help. And then neuropathy, what you can do, as long as you're not pregnant, you can do large intestine 4, because this covers the spine. Remember, little atom is like this. And then after you do, as long as you're not pregnant, you can do this, and then you can do this. And the whole hand represents the entire foot. Look at the anatomy, same anatomy. So really good stuff that you can do. Leg cramps, you can try like a magnesium oil. And then you can also just do Epsom salt baths. That can also help. That can also help. Yes, ringing in the ear on the pain sock, the pain acupressure sock, you have pretty much gallbladder 41, which can help with ringing in the ear. It's between the little toe and the 4th toe. And again, you can't do the socks if you're pregnant. And then on the hand for ringing in the ear, you can do this. And you can repeat every 20 minutes till it's a little bit more managed. Of course, work with your medical doctor. Also, ringing in the ear is really sensitive. So you will, do your best to watch the coffee, watch the alcohol, watch the salt, watch the sugar, because that can really impact it. Any advice for weight loss? So my best advice, the more I talk to you all, the more I do the YouTube channel, is how much stress plays a real factor in cortisol, and how cortisol can be a real factor in stripping hormones from working more optimally. I actually read a research report today that talked about how if you're stressed out, then cortisol actually can affect LH, which is a hormone that's needed for a woman's fertility. And so I was thinking in my head how much anxiety and stress can impact. So the acupressure, you all, is so fantastic because acupressure releases serotonin, opiates, dopamine, and opioids to help you to relax. And so the body can naturally. So I want you to get half your body weight in ounces of water, get your steps in, try to walk an hour a day, try to get 7 to 10 hours of sleep, and also pick a diet that works. Don't eat so late. Don't eat past 8 if you can. If you go to bed around 10, try to give a little window. And then as far as weight loss, a really good acupressure point for obesity and being overweight, as long as you're not pregnant, is small intestine 3, 4, 5. Small intestine 3, 4, 5 can help you. And then also on the foot acupressure point, on the AccuSocks, we have a really good point that talks to you about deflating the belly, gallbladder 41, which is between the little toe and the 4th toe, and then also you can do spleen 4, which is between the plantar and the anterior side of the foot. So you can acupress just like this as well. Okay, a bunch of questions. Wow, over 20 questions coming in. Joint pain, try Epsom salt soaks and turmeric tea. And then back of the knee pain, you can acupress the elbow. You can acupress the elbow for the back of the knee pain. Insomnia, you can do peace sign, cuff the ear, and that can really help. Do that laying in bed, you'll fall asleep quickly. Really good. And then teenage acne. Do you work with biofeedback? No, this is just from what I've seen that works really well. So for teenage acne, you know what I would say is a nice turmeric scrub and also tea tree oil. But if you want to do acupressure, as long as forgive me for saying this, but as long as the teenager's not pregnant, you can do large intestine 4. And you can also, we actually have a sock for skin and hair. And there's actually a point for acne that I put on here, and that is stomach 43. It's right between the second and third toe right here. So that can help, but the turmeric scrub can really help. And then the other thing, vertigo, as long as you're not pregnant, you can do fist on top of fist. As long as you're not pregnant, you can do fist on top of fist. And then also, and then high BP, we did cover it early on. We work with your medical doctor. You can also do, work with your medical doctor. You can also do Ceylon cinnamon tea. You can do heart 8. You can also do the rim of the ear. And then you can also do, let's see, the point on the jawline right here. And that can help as well. Yes, we covered fibromyalgia, turmeric tea, and then also this is a great acupressure protocol as this mirror images the entire body. This mirror images the entire body. And then constipation, if you're pregnant, you can do this protocol and lemon water. And if you're not pregnant, you can do lemon water, and then you can do, don't do this if you're pregnant, that you can do this protocol. And you can repeat this every 20 minutes till that poop comes out of your body. Fantastic. Okay, headache, you can do, as long as you're not pregnant, you can do fist on top of fist. As long as you're not pregnant, you can do fist on top of fist. And if you are pregnant, you can do the forehead point. You can also do circling the eyes. And then you can also do the peace sign right here. And this can help you if you're struggling with migraines or headaches. You're very welcome. Absolutely. Let's see. Okay. Fantastic. Wow. We covered a lot of frozen index finger. Soak them in Epsom salts or soak them in turmeric tea. Of course, don't make the turmeric tea so warm. So really good. How long do you do the peace sign? What is the question? How long do you do the peace sign on your ears for sleep? Till you fall asleep. You're going to fall asleep pretty quickly. So usually within a few minutes, you'll fall asleep. So do that. And then somebody asked, ovarian cancer caused bowel issues after surgery, diarrhea, 14. So sorry, sweetheart. So sorry for, you're already feeling sleepy. Okay, fantastic. Let me help this gal out okay, so let me give you a couple of protocols that you can do if you are having constipation and diarrhea. So this is a common thing if you're pregnant too. So the hand points, don't do them if you're pregnant, but as long as if you're pregnant and having diarrhea and constipation, which is also quite common, then I want you to stick to this protocol. But if you're not pregnant, then you can do 3 points. You can do this protocol more for constipation. You can do this protocol more for abdominal discomfort and gastritis. And then you can do this protocol for diarrhea. So Gentle Dove, do you got it? You got it, sweetheart? So for diarrhea, this is such a good protocol. Also, on the weight loss sock, we have all this because also some of the weight loss medications, of course, work with your medical doctor, are causing diarrhea, causing nausea, and so forth. So for nausea, you're going to do stomach 43. For metabolism, you're going to do between the plantar and the top of the foot. You're going to acupress. And then for constipation, you can do stomach 43. And then for diarrhea, you can also do spleen 4 right here. That can help as well. Let's see. Okay, I'm going to try to grab all of these questions. A lot of people are asking about ringing in the ear. So let me do ringing in the ear again. So ringing in the ear, as long as you're not pregnant, you're going to do fist on top of fist. You're going to do fist on top of fist. And then on the acupressure sock, this is on the pain sock, you can do gallbladder 41, which is between the 4th toe and the 5th toe. Okay, if you're getting sores underneath the arms, don't mess around. Go get checked out by your medical doctor, please. Please get checked out by your medical doctor. You want to make sure your lymph nodes are okay. If you're getting sores underneath your arms, go get checked out by your medical doctor. Okay, awesome. Okay, okay, awesome. Then there's one other good question, I feel like. Okay, I did the best I can. If you're struggling with joint pain, consider soaking in an Epsom salt ginger bath. Epsom salt ginger bath. So, okay. All right. Sore feet, you can soak them in Epsom salt for sore feet. And you can also do this protocol. You can also do this protocol. You know, for TMJ, what can work really well is, where's my acupressure tool? I had a really good tool. Oh, I don't know where it went. But anyway, for TMJ, you can acupress just like this. And then you can also acupress just like this. And then for full body pain, as long as you're not pregnant, if you're pregnant, you can do this. And as long as you're not pregnant, you can do this. As long as you're not pregnant, you can do this. And then on the pain sock, let me give you a really good protocol that you can do on the pain sock. You can acupress the bladder meridian on the side of the foot. It's going to get the neck, the head, the shoulder, and the hip pain. So you can just acupress like this on both sides. That's going to get the head, the neck, the shoulder, and also hip for you. All right, fantastic. All right, you guys, for how long? That's a really good question. So for the acupressure, I want you to get 20 minutes of acupressure in. I want you to pick a few points, do them a few times a day. You can repeat them as much as you want. And then as far as stress, actually this acupressure point, I do it every hour for a few minutes, and that has helped me. Yes, you can do this for stress every hour for a few minutes. That has helped me. You can do this for a few minutes every hour. Okay. I think I'm gonna try to wrap up. I'm gonna try to come back on the live after I do a call to India. So I'm gonna do that. So just want to tell you guys, I love you all so much. Thank you for doing the acupressure. I want you to work with your medical doctor. Get 20 minutes of acupressure in. You can get more acupressure in if you want. Just get the acupressure in. Your doctor, you're going to help your doctor get to where you need to be. It's also great self-care for helping manage your stress and your hormone. And then the other thing too is join us on both our YouTube channels, Empirical Grace and Empirical Grace Fertility and Weight Loss. We also are on Instagram and TikTok, and all our monetization money goes towards 2 future free clinics, one in Hyderabad, India, and another in Washington, D.C. Also on the men's channel, which is our main YouTube channel. So if you're a man or have a man in your life, check that out. And also we have a weight loss sock. We have a pain relief sock. We have a women's sock. We also have a skin and hair sock, and we also have a men's health sock. And we also have 3 books. We have books on men's health, we have weight loss, and then we also have women's health. And we also have our beautiful malas. If you go to the Etsy store, you'll see our beautiful malas, and they come with a brass ornament. You can tell me which color you want. There's a multicolor one here. Everybody loves blue, so I pulled out the blue one. And all the proceeds go towards funding the 2 future free clinics near Hyderabad, India, and Washington, D.C. And also the socks. The socks make a great Mother's Day gift. So pick a sock and give your mom some self-care love. So thank you so much for believing in me. Really appreciate all of you. If I have a little energy, I'll come back on here tomorrow night. If not, I'll definitely be on here. I'll try to come twice tomorrow night. Really want to get everybody going for the week. And then, does this help with digestive issues? Yes, it can absolutely help with digestive issues. So for digestive issues, if you're pregnant, you can do this protocol. And then if you're not pregnant, you can do this protocol. Remember, get your 20 minutes of acupressure in. All the lives are saved on both YouTube channels. All right, you guys, I love you all so much. You know I do. I want to help you along the way, and I hope one day soon I can open those doors for the free clinic. That'll be my lifelong achievement and dream. And thank you for helping me. And do check out the books and the acupressure sock. They make great Mother's Day gifts. All right, love you all. See you soon. Bye. Okay, bye on YouTube. Hello, Jason. Good to always see you on here. Thanks for all your continued support and comments. Really appreciate you, love.